Okay, we're live. We are live, and I need to sit. I just. Uh, so. It is so warm! It's so warm! Okay, I'll just sit like this for a few hours. The cake will make itself. Oh, wait, no, that only works when you're still living with your mum. Oh, shite. Okay. Let's make a cake. Because that's what I said I'd do. Ugh. I'm so tired. I'm so warm. I'm so me. Seriously, come on. Ugh. Yawn. Oops. Did I only get the one sugar? I don't think that's enough. Okay. Oops. I have to mix it with regular silver spoon. Oh well. Butter. Okay. That looks pretty greased to me. Then what? Preheat the oven? Yeah, preheat the oven. in a large bowl, which that one needs washing. In a large bowl, softened butter. Do you think I pre-softened my butter? Oh. Okay, I need to soften my butter, apparently. Fine. When they say soften, they just mean room temperature. If it's straight out the fridge, it's too solid. Put it in there while the oven warms up. That'll soften it. Now, and a pinch of salt until pale. I'm pretty sure salt isn't going to make it pale. But you are welcome to surprise me. Ugh, stomach. Okay, now we wait. Now we wait. My nose. I went outside. How dare I? No. No! I did not just walk all the way up to an actual branded shop to buy cocoa powder if I already had some. Ah! Well, that's softened as far as I care. Right. Scales. Huh? Oh, it's the fan. Screw the fan. A crap ton of sugar. Really should have bought two of these. This is not enough sugar. Okay. And now we wish I had more space, but I don't. Beat it together, sure. The butter is still solid. Ah, screw you, butter. The butter is solid. Okay. Okay, what if I set my oven to a much lower temperature? I just put this in. Yeah. We'll just give that 5 minutes. That'll be fine. That'll be fine, he says without any confidence in his statement. I forgot to buy cream. This is empty. The shops are going to be shut now. It's Sunday. Damn it! I don't need cream. How am I supposed to eat cake without cream? Before someone says make cream, up yours. I'm not making cream. Although I probably could. I have enough milk. Also, Pepsi, screw you. Like, they changed the design of their SodaStream bottles, so you don't get a measure anymore. They just want you to do it by eye. Yeah, that's to get people to use too much with each portion, so you run out faster. Screw you, Pepsi. Actually, no, I don't mean that. I really very much like your SodaStream products, but could you just, like, give me back the included measure? That would be nice. Oh, that's cold. Fucking hell, that's too hot. Slightly melted butter. Slightly melted sugar. Okay, sure. That's exactly what I wanted to add, but I put the spoon in the oven, and I am surprised it's hot. I put the spoon in the oven, now I'm surprised it's hot. Can I get the spoon out of this butter? Right. Do I have another spoon? Yes, I have another spoon. Screw that spoon. Stop it, tablet. I need you. Oh, yeah, right. Put this back up to the right temperature. I am very tempted to just use my electric whisk, but I am fairly certain it's still too solid for my electric whisk. You might be thinking, Daniel, you've made cake before. Surely you don't make it this difficult every time. No. Usually, I actually remember that I need to soften the butter before I start. But silly me, I started the live stream the second I got through the door, and I hadn't softened the butter. Could have just put it on top of my gaming PC for an hour. That would have softened it. Bloody thing. I've been playing some more Space Marine 2 recently, and with how hot it's been, my CPU's getting up to 98 degrees Celsius, my GPU's getting up to 77. The entire system's using about 800 watts. It's kicking out some heat. Now you might be thinking 98 degrees Celsius, that's pretty hot for your CPU. It is heavily overclocked, and the ambient temperature in my flat is 31 degrees Celsius. So it usually doesn't go above 85, but it's just so hot outside that it can't keep up. Okay, now I can use the whisk. Wow, that's cold. Actually, that's really cold. Why is that so cold? My fridge is on the right setting. That's weird. I was thinking my fridge was still on high from when I put all the drinks in it a few days ago, but no, it's on the right setting. Maybe I'm just hotter than usual, so I'm feeling the temperature difference. Okay, now to make an absolutely massive mess, most likely. Whoa! Over torqued it. It's too thick. You probably can't understand a word I'm saying here because the noise cancellation is having a fit. Well, I've made buttercream. Like I have, that is just creamed now. It has the consistency of cream as well. Lovely. Okay, that's correct. Right, what's the next step? I've made enough cakes that I should know this process off by heart, but I'm terrible at remembering measurements. 8 eggs. 8 eggs. Just making sure I didn't just put a wet measure on top of there. Well, did I have 8 or did I have 10? No, I had 8. That's good. God damn you, wet hands. Ah, my nose. Huh. Just occurred to me, stuff like that is going to be an interesting problem when my new microphone arrives. Yeah, I bought a microphone last night. Wireless lavalier. So, I'm going to have to remember to mute it every time I leave the room to do something private. I'm going to have to set up a mute button. Yes. I usually just use the decimal place key on a numpad, but yeah, I don't have a numpad on this laptop. Actually, no, there'll probably just be an on-off switch on the microphones. Yeah, that'll be fine. The lavalier pack will have an on-off switch. I have a goddamn stand mixer. Why am I doing this by hand? I have a stand mixer. What was the point in buying this if I'm not using it to bake? Too late now. Maybe I'll use it to make the icing. I don't know. Right. Okay. I've already gotten this disgusting. Okay, great. I cleaned this a few days ago. I cleaned this. Come on, wipes. Stay. Just because I'm right-handed. This is very obviously a left-handed whisk. Well, this is making a noise. Yeah, that's a very interesting looking cream now, to be honest. I wouldn't want to touch that anymore. Well, I actually wouldn't. Raw egg, not good. Although salmonella in our eggs doesn't really happen in the UK. 400 grams of self-raising flour, 4 teaspoons of powder, extract, milk, salt. Okay. 400 grams of flour. Am I even going to fit all this in this bowl? I know I'm making an extra large cake mix, but like, is it all going to fit in here? I'm starting to have my doubts. Okay. What's the maximum weight on this thing again? Set itself to pounds. Why? 0. Okay. That there is a maximum load you can put on this scale, and I'm not sure I remember what it is. I might have to just measure the bag as I remove flour. How much is in here? 1 kilo. Oh, I did not need 2 of these. I did not need 2 of these. Cupboard's full. That's where the scale goes. Okay, out of space. Right. Do I need this again? No. No, I do not. I'm gonna have to clean my wine bottles that I cleaned the day after. I the day before. The day after. I'm gonna have to clean my wine bottles again. Okay. Here goes nothing. I've just got to accept the mess. Embrace the mess, you might say. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you bastard. I didn't put the whisk all the way in before I turned it on. Oops. It's always an eventful journey with me. I think I am going to have to mix this by hand. It's getting too thick. Wow. Okay. That made a mess. Oh, Christ. Yeah, I'll do the rest of the mixing by hand. It's getting way too thick. I'm getting this thing filthy again. Ugh. Ugh. This shirt was not cheap. No, seriously, this shirt was not cheap. Officially licensed Pragmata merchandise, not cheap. Then again, I did buy it on Amazon with free shipping, so not like I spent every penny I could have done on this. Come on. Give me all that creamy goodness. Context. Context. No! Hey, I didn't get any inside it. Good. Good. Didn't get any inside it. I did get some on the floor. I did manage to get some on the floor. And basically everywhere else. It's on the walls, it's on the wine bottles, it's on the milk, it's on the milk. Good God. It's on the milk. Deal with that later. Right. What else did I need to add? Vanilla extract and cocoa powder and baking powder and milk. Yep. 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Doubled is 4. 4 tablespoons of delicious, delicious dark chocolate cocoa powder. Get baking. I do not need instructions to bake from my cocoa powder. One, 2, 2 and a bit, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe it is a good thing I bought more. That is almost empty. Didn't have to go to a different shop and spend £5 on more though. That would have been helpful if I didn't do that. Do I actually have to use a bottle opener on this? A can opener, rather? Yeah. But yeah, I actually have to use a can opener on this. Like, I thought this was like a paint pot that you could just... Wait, is this a paint pot? Give me a knife. It looked like a paint pot. Yeah, it is a paint pot. Hey! Oh. It's got a film. It's got a film. Don't you dare. I knocked the drawer off the rails. Come on, give me this film. Okay, how much of this did I need? 1 teaspoon? Okay, so 2 teaspoons, which is about 2/3 of this. Okay. I'm going to end up going through all this in a minute and finding that I already had baking powder, aren't I? I need more storage in this kitchen. I really do. Right, what else do I need? A teaspoon of vanilla extract, 4 tablespoons of milk. Measuring milk in tablespoons, really? Smells like curry. It's been in the fridge. I'd say that's 4 tablespoons. Yeah, the milk pot smells like curry because my fridge has curry in it. That's my dinner tonight, leftover curry. Again, for the 3rd night in a row. I'd say that's 1 teaspoon, yeah. It only needs a slight amount of vanilla. And salt. A pinch of salt. I would call that a pinch. I would call that a very itchy nose. Come on. Ah. This is surprisingly soft and fluffy, despite how dense it is. Ah, yes. Good old witch's cauldron stirring. That actually really hurts my arm. Why? Well, I'd say that's mixed. Yeah, I'd say that's mixed. So, how long do I put this in the oven for? 20 minutes or until the skewer inserted into the center is clear. Okay. Sure. Like, that fitting into that isn't going to happen. This is definitely a 2-tier cake. Maybe even 3. There's a lot in there. Is this gonna come out nicely? Oh yeah, this is gonna come out nicely. Right. Wish me luck. I only have the one cake tin, so I do have to do it one layer at a time. 20 minutes or until cold or until clear in the center means I need to leave this until 22 before I test it, then fine. That gives me 20 minutes to clear up my mess. Yes. Something tickled me. Also, to anyone who caught my wine bottling stream, I went back and corrected the label. It does say 9.3% now rather than 9.1. I mean, that extra 0.2% really doesn't matter for portion control. It's still a nice wine. You are going to have too much at one time. Right. Okay. That'll do. Do I have any vinegar? I do. Okay. I need to unclog this sink, and vinegar and baking powder, that does a good job at unclogging sinks. Why do I have so much vinegar? I don't use vinegar that often. Why have I got so much? Do I have baking powder? Is that why I have vinegar? I don't see baking powder. Why do I have vinegar then? I need to buy more washing up liquid. How's the cake doing? Try not to split your trousers. Well, it's rising. It is rising. I don't know how well I mixed in the baking powder, but hopefully it's well enough. Note to self, you own a stand mixer. I have used that stand mixer to make cake before. I've used it to make cake, brownies, cookies. It's great for baking. I don't know why I don't remember to use it. Well, I don't know why I didn't remember to use it, I should say. That's just a brain fart. Which sums up the majority of my creativity. Brain farts. Put those away later. Right. Cake. Why am I saying that like I've just started the stream? Hey, just ignore me. Right? Get off this channel, unsubscribe, go somewhere else that actually knows how to human. Oh, I've still got to melt the chocolate. Yeah. Still got to melt the chocolate. Damn it. Yeah, I had to sanitize those later anyway. Oh no, I'm not brewing again this year. I'll sanitize them when I brew. Yeah. I say I'm not. I say I'm not brewing again this year. I might feel like it later. Right, I can change my mind. That's allowed. Don't have to brew just when it's warm. Just goes faster when it's warm. You can brew when it's cold. You can go and wash your bloody. My nose. Why is there always more cutlery? There's just always more cutlery. You think you found it all, then you put your hand back in again, there's more. Okay, that's not cutlery, that doesn't count. Ah! Okay. That should be the last of it. Finally. Oh. Alright. cake should be done in 10 minutes, unless it's not. Oh yeah, that's rising all right. Cool. Right, shall we make a start on that icing then? Yeah, let's make a start on that icing. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Shit, 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 shit. Do I have a bowl that fits on top of here? I just washed one, yes. I did. I just washed one. I'm making the icing in the stand mixer. So a smart man would use the stand mixer as the bowl. Right? Yeah. No need to make two bowls dirty. I'm going to want that, aren't I? It's clean. Yeah. Bit of dust, but it's clean. That'll be fine. Water. No, not you. This. My nose. Oh no, that's touching the water. Nah, screw it. Chocolate chips. Daniel, why are you putting chocolate chips in the icing? I'm not. I'm putting chocolate in the icing. It just happens to currently be in the shape of chips. Why didn't I put chocolate chips in the cake? Because it goes in the icing. This is also apparently the only chocolate on British shelves that doesn't contain some form of vegetable oil. This is all natural. Thank you, Co-op's Fair Trade milk chocolate chips, for actually being real chocolate. Yeah, the law was changed quite a while ago now that lowered the legal minimum milk fat content in chocolate and ice cream, for that matter. So now, to get them fat or emulsified or whatever they do, they use vegetable oils, which affected the texture to no end. There's a reason that people think British chocolate isn't good anymore, because the law changed and now it isn't. Because for the sake of profits, they removed the milk fat. I think there are one or two brands of chocolate that still have like real milk fat in them, but I'm fairly certain they're the popular, like posh brands. So they're expensive chocolate. Yeah, that's not ideal. Oh, softened butter. Softened butter. Uh, all I had to do was leave it out for half an hour. Uh, an hour. It's been an hour. Okay. All I had to do was leave it out for an hour, and now it's softened. Woe is me. Woe is me. Come on, you. Try not to hit the fan. So I found this fairly decent stand mixer in a charity shop for £10 British. And then I looked it up, and like it included all the accessories, all the whisk attachments and whatever. This is a £200 British stand mixer that I got in working condition for 10 quid. These are still sold. Check your local charity shops, man. They're gold mines. Making sure it's still working. Yep. Should note, though, this is pretty loud. So, apologies if the noise cancellation freaks out. This is pretty loud. Like, the only thing this doesn't have compared to, like, a KitchenAid is you don't have that front attachment for all of your, like, meat grinders and whatever else you can put on the top of your KitchenAid. But as an actual stand mixer, this is pretty good. Who's it made by? Von Chef. Vonshef. Von Chef. Okay, sure. Von Chef, whoever the hell they are. Never heard of them. Where am I going to put the cake while it cools? That's a good question. I don't have chopping board. That'll work. It's clean. It's somewhat temperature safe. Like, I need to let it release from the pan first. Oh well. Five more minutes, then I'll check the cake. Oh, sorry, 3 more minutes. I can't read. I actually can't. My eyesight is terrible. It smells like cake in here. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Should move that away from the boiling water. It's going to end up melting the butter. You warm yet? Oh yeah, you're warming up. Good. Okay, let's check that cake. I am fairly certain it's nowhere near done, but we will check it. Get a knife to skewer it, make sure it's a dry knife. I'm wearing jeans, I can't crouch down. I'm going to rip them. There we go. I can kneel, I just can't crouch. Right, this doesn't look done, but I am going to check because it's had its 20 minutes. Oh yeah, no. That's nowhere near ready. Yeah. Might help if the oven was set to 170 like the recipe said, and not 160. Yeah, I think that's 170. Yeah. I'm going to give that another probably 8 minutes before I check it. I did double up on the portions, so it might need longer than the recipe said. Plus, it all depends on the quality of your oven. Well, the chocolate's already started to sweat. Oh yeah, it is warm. It is warm. Right, well, if I'm just going to be standing around doing nothing, I'll fix a few things. Why not? Starting with, turn the laptop up on end and fix this foot that doesn't have any adhesive on it anymore. Get a dab of super duper glue and line it up correctly. It's a really long rubber foot. It's stretched. All the adhesive came off and now it doesn't want to stick anymore. But a bit of super glue in there. Apply a bit of pressure. Try not to glue one of your beard hairs to it. That'd be smart. And there we go. That's not going to go flopping around anymore. He says as it starts to flop. Up yours. Stop proving me wrong. Good. Good. Bark. I think we boiled the water. Okay, so I definitely overfilled that pot thing. Thankfully, it's just water. Yeah, I need to take some of that water out. That's bad. That is bad. Okay, so much less water. Turn it back on. There we go then. That happened. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was about to try and unclog this drain. But there's too many bubbles in it, so I'll leave it alone. Why not? Yeah, let's just leave it alone. At least it was only water I spilt everywhere this time. Because I'm pretty sure everyone remembers what happened when oil went everywhere. Potato Pops Summon the Fire Brigade. That was the name of the video. And yes, indeed, they did summon the fire brigade. I set off the building's fire alarm. Yes, that was an eventful stream. Okay, it's starting to melt now. Okay, it's boiling too rapidly. That's my problem. Turn it down. Oh, time to check the cake. Time to check the cake. How are you? No. If you move it and it wobbles, it's not ready. So it's not ready. And I'll tell you why it's not ready. The oven wasn't set to fan oven. I had it just set to convection oven. That's why it's not ready. The fan wasn't on. Ah! Okay. I had it set to convection. Shite. Did I knock that, or did I actually just move it one too many places? Hello, welcome to the stream. I just want a cake, man. Stop making it complicated. Melt. Melt, my pretties. Melt. Convection. I had the oven set to convection. Is there something wrong with me today? I buy things I don't need. I buy less of things I do need. I forget how to make a cake. Look, I make a decent cake. It's just the process of turning ingredients into a cake is always a nightmare. I can't speak. But today, the problem is that I bought things I didn't need. I forgot things I did need. My oven was set to the wrong mode. I managed to overboil the water and put water everywhere for my double boiler over here. And I only have one cake tin for some reason. I could have sworn I had two. So, that's fun. I also forgot that I owned a stand mixer. And I mixed the entire thing by hand. Because I forgot I owned this thing. Trust the process, the results are decent. Yeah, okay. Sure. The results are decent. I make a decent cake. As long as it's not Black Forest Gatto. I'm terrible at Black Forest Gatto. I just have to ask my mum to make one if I want one of those. Or I can just go to a cake shop. Actually, I probably could have just gone to a cake shop. I've spent 30 quid making this cake. I could have gotten a fairly decent cake for 30 quid at a cake shop. But now I have excess ingredients for next time, so the next cake will be cheaper. Doesn't really help my finances today, though. Ugh. Where am I from? You're from Indonesia. Ah, well, your English is fine. I'm from the UK. Uh, Specifically, I am currently in Hastings in the UK, so I'm on the southern coast. But I'm from the Midlands, so I'm a fake southerner. I just live here. Yeah. The UK Midlands, eh? I don't really have a home county, to be honest, because I was born in Hemel Hempstead, which is just north of London. My mother is from Leeds, her family is from Kent, and I was raised in Lincolnshire. So I'm just an amalgamation of different. Whatever the word is, put it there. Although, no, I say that my mum is from. My mum was born in Leeds and her family's from Kent. Uh, my mother was born in Leeds and she was raised in the Caribbean. So, where is she from, I wonder? You want to melt? Like, you're starting to melt, but not a lot of melting happening. I'm probably fighting the fan. Hello, hello, hello. Nope. It's still wobbling. It is still wobbling. So the cake has had 33 minutes at the wrong temperature, in the wrong mode. Oh, good lord. Hello, sunshine. Hello, sunshine. I am 27 years old and this is a public platform, and you arrived to my chat saying hello, sunshine. Really? Are you trying to embarrass me? Because it's almost working. Almost working. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my mother is in the chat. What do you think is better, jammy Dodgers or custard creams? Jammy Dodgers. No contest, jammy Dodgers. If you're looking for a British biscuit, jammy Dodgers. You see what you've started. You'll speak later, you're getting food. Like, okay. You could have just not talked now and come back when you actually had the time. What time is it anyway? 7 o'clock. Yeah, I should really make some food. Okay. I'm going to stab it this time. I'm actually going to stab it. Are you cake? No, it's not cake. Yeah, it is not cake. A jammy Dodger cupcake, raspberry jam core, vanilla buttercream, and a mini Dodger on top. Oh yeah, I would eat that. I would definitely eat that. Like if I figure out the ingredients, I'll make that tomorrow. That sounds delicious. Am I out of fresh tea towels? Yeah, I think I have made all of them dirty. Right, how melted is this chocolate? Because it looks like it's not. Oh yeah, you're melted. It's just holding its shape. They're all melted, but they're just holding their shape. Goddamn liars. Mimicking what they're supposed to look like. How's this chocolate taste anyway? That's a good chocolate. It's just baking chocolate, but that is a good chocolate. Okay. Oh my god. I was about to comment that I'm sorry for the noise, but the noise cancellation is handling it. How? Let me just turn that off, it'll be easier. Right. Try a whole bag. Let's try a whole bag. Okay, how thick are you? That's good. It's too thick though. Might need more icing. I might need more butter. I'll check the cake in a couple more minutes. Yeah, I might need more butter. This is pretty thick for icing. It's good though. That's good. Uh, I'll go get some more butter when I put the second cake in. I only need one more block. Really? Great British Bake Off vibes. I am not qualified for the Great British Bake Off. I am very much an amateur baker. Like, my mother taught me how to cook and how to bake, but really she's only qualified to teach me how to cook because she's worked as a chef. She hasn't worked as a baker, to my knowledge. So when it comes to baking, she just taught me what her mother taught me. So it was secondhand knowledge even when she was teaching it to me. So I've really just figured all this out myself. Yeah, that needs more butter. Uh, anyway. Right, yes, I need to check the cake. I need to check the cake. I can turn that back on now. I only turned it off because the icing powder goes everywhere. Aha! We have cake. We have cake. Yep, cool. We have cake. I'm going to go and get some butter while that cools off. He says, putting it on top of a hot ring. Yeah. Mum's recipe's are always the absolute best. It's not average at all. Proper comfort food. Can't beat a family recipe. No, you are right at that. You can't beat a family recipe. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to peanuts, and most of the family recipes were my grandmother's recipes, and my grandfather loved peanuts, so a lot of them involved peanuts. So a lot of the family recipes I actually can't eat. Anyway, back in 10, need to go and get some butter. Actually, do I have any more? No, I am out of butter. Be back in 10. Oh, right, I'm back. Hey, it didn't collapse. Awesome. I'm just going to put the whole block in here because if I make too much, I can freeze it and use it next time. Maybe I should have softened it first. Okay. How are you? Oh, yeah. Much better, much more creamier. Much more creamier. The chocolate thickened it up too much. If I wasn't using melted chocolate, the amount of butter I had would have been enough. But speaking of butter, that's still in one big clump. So if it's already creamy enough and that butter hasn't mixed in yet, what is going to happen next? Anyway. Do I watch football? No. Not unless someone else is watching it. Like, if I'm in a house with someone else who is watching it, I will sit down and join them just to be sociable. But no, I don't watch the football. Haha! It didn't stick. Face it. Now, are you going to want to come off of here? Probably not. Put you there. You there. Put that there. Turn it over. Now I just have to let the bottom of it cool down before I can separate it and actually use the pan again. Yes. Yeah, that the bottom of that is still quite hot. Yeah. Okay. We'll just wait. I mean, how badly is it stuck? I don't think it's stuck down that badly. It seems quite soft. It's 1 a.m. here. I'm making you hungry. Go to sleep. If it's 1 a.m., you should be in bed. But if I'm making you hungry, that means that you didn't eat enough. You need to eat enough so that you can go to sleep without being hungry. It's better for you. You don't want to go to bed hungry. That's not nice. It's summer break. Yeah, that doesn't mean you have to be awake at 1 a.m. It's still going to be summer break tomorrow. Are you going to sleep through tomorrow? It is ever so slightly stuck. Yep, the very edge is stuck. You bastard. Of course they did. How's it taste? That's a good cake. Mm. That's a good cake. I'm keeping you awake? No! I will not be held responsible for your poor sleep schedule. Actually, what am I doing? There's a bin here. Okay. Very edges stuck. Oh well. No, I don't want to turn this on. Bits of cake everywhere now. That's not a problem, actually. That's a good problem to have. Uh, hmm. Send a slice to you. I'm pretty sure it would have gone really horrible and unedible by the time it gets there. But if you're ever in the UK, I'll make you a slice of cake. Right, that's probably about as much as I'm going to get out of there. Going to need a very long soak. Okay. Second piece. Let's go. This time it's at the right temperature. It's on the wrong setting. It's on the right setting. You saw my channel. It turns out I'm multi-talented. Yes, indeed I am. Okay. Has the butter softened? Maybe? Oh, yeah. Yeah. How good are we? Yep. Perfect buttercream. Absolutely perfect. Nice by tea towel. Right. I need to let this cool down fully before I ice it. Because if you ice it while it's still hot, it will crumble apart and you'll ruin it. But this is a very spongy cake. Wait, hold on a second. You see how spongy this is? This is spongy. This is a good sponge cake. I always end up with a decent cake in the end. It's just usually a difficult journey. I need to get better at my method. The result is always great, but the method, not so much. Anyway, how's this one doing? It's flattened out, starting to rise. Good. Good, 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 good. I've really been streaming for 2 hours making cake. It should be done by now. Like, if I was only doing one tier, it would be done. But no, I want a two-tier cake. Really, I could go for three. I could have split this into 3 slices. That would have been fine. I just went back to the shop. I didn't buy cream. Oh, I didn't buy cream. I have time. I could go back to the shop again, but then I would have been in there 4 times already today. I think there's a limit of how many times you can go to your local shop before the shopkeeper starts to think that I'm forgetful. I'll have to clean the floor in here again. Oh well. I could just stand here with my hands on my hips for 17 minutes. That sounds like fun. Really doesn't. What does the recipe say I'm supposed to do for the icing? I usually just make the icing myself. I don't need a recipe for that. Yeah. I have a very good skill at baking. Love from Japan. Oh, that's a new one. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much. That's still warm. Now I can watch the cake. It's a cake. It is rising quite well. I think this one's going to be thicker. Okay. You usually put the thicker piece at the bottom. So I'd have to get this off the plate. No. How long have I been baking? I seem pretty good at it. I don't know that I'm very good at it, but probably since I was a kid. I have been baking since I was old enough to bake. Like it's as simple as that, really. Okay, not in there. Do I not have... Am I live every day? Nah, not really. Most days, it's random. Where is my... I have an icing spoon somewhere. At least I think I do. Have I broken this drawer? What is going on right now? Okay. Well, you're welcome back anytime. Great to have people here too. Where is my icing spoon? Uh, I think I have broken that drawer. Okay. What have I done to this drawer? Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. Uh, well, I thought I had an icing spoon. Apparently I don't. Damn. Because this is almost ready to be iced. I'll just do it with a knife. See ya. Have a good sleep. I'm going to be here staring at cake for the next 10 minutes, at least. I should think about some real food, actually. I should think about eating. Thank you very much. Yep, that's cold. Okay. Spoon. Spoon. All right. Nope. Need that knife. Peru. There's people from Peru here now. Mm. Right. Second slice on top. Ice the entire thing. That should work quite well. Second slice needs to be checked in a few minutes. It's almost 4 a.m. there. Well, I would expect it is because you're in Japan. Curious about my cake. Looks very delicious. There are no cake shops in Osaka? No! No, at this hour. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, most of Japan is 24-hour, but I don't think cake shops are open at 4 a.m. Sorry. Yeah, that doesn't make sense, actually. Yeah, though, of course there are cake shops in Osaka. Anyway. But yeah, there are a lot of restaurants in Japan that are 24 hours, so there are still places to eat. I don't think there's any way you can get a cake, though. No. Yeah, that makes more sense, yeah. That one's getting big, actually. Let's see if it's ready. Nope. Not ready at all. What time is it now? It's almost 8 p.m. It is very nearly 8 p.m. Nine hours difference, yeah. Okay. Let's see if this cider is actually drinkable. The tattoo on my left arm, the phoenix. I don't remember why I have that, but that's one of my older tattoos. But yeah, phoenix. It's just art, doesn't mean anything. I don't think so. Okay. That's not going well. Let's just say the phoenix represents my cakes rising perfectly. Sure. That'll need a wash. Smells okay. Right. Glass. Homemade cider. Now with fizz. Too much fizz. Wow. That's strong. That's very strong. Ooh. Very strong. Yeah, that was a mistake. The rest of the night, I don't know. Gonna finish making this cake. I'm gonna eat leftover curry and then something. Speaking of which, check the cake. Nope, still moving. I think carbonating it's a mistake. This might be better as a hard cider. Yeah. Tastes alright, it's just... yeah, the carbonation is giving it an interesting feel. Oh, where's the lid, actually? Put this in the fridge. Thank you very much. You're welcome anytime. Okay, how's it doing? Not even close. Not even close. That is way off. It's had 30 minutes. I guess it is a big cake. Okay, so my opinions on carbonating the cider. No, just don't. That is very much a hard cider. Do not carbonate it. It just doesn't go down right. It is a nice cider. Just carbonating it is a mistake. It also made a mess. So. Good. Good. Okay, let's check that cake. See how it's doing. Nope. Ten more minutes. Should be done in 10 more minutes. I need to go to Leicester. Like, these guys always seem to have the most fun at the Leicester Square Theatre. Yeah, my microphone's picking up the audio.
We might use some of your jobs and what you might be studying as inspirations. What are you studying? Visual communication's amazing. Employed people, give me a cheer. Raise your hand, what's your job? You're an
Hey.
soiled water poison. What? The swill? And you put poison in it? Who's paying poison? People to you. I see you checked before you do it.
If anyone hasn't watched Shoot from the Hip, please watch Shoot from the Hip. I went to see them live for my birthday. They're a hilarious group.
Looking for poison in soil. Just more change. Where else do players start off with that as an amazing stimulus? But if I get bored of anything they're saying or doing, I can yell out the word change. They have to go back in time and change whatever they've just done.
Why is he wearing two microphones? He is wearing two microphones, a lavalier and a head-mounted one.
It's probably visual communication. You have to send me to the law. You're asking me to tell my back on you. Change. You're asking me to take you in. Change. You're asking me to do a handstand. Yes.
Oh, time to check the cake. Okay, give that 2 more minutes. It is clear, but it's still moist. So, I'll give it 2 minutes. Which means my curry is going to be ready first. That's poor planning. Oh, Christ.
Cheese and wine, very nice, very nice. Over here. Told Donald Trump to listen to women. This is a real company, but we can only take reality so far. I thought, I'm gonna go with cheese and wine thing. That's what we have to say.
Hello, welcome to the stream. We are very nearly done with cake. Like, we have one half. Why is there a dent in it? We have one half. The other half is just about to come out, but now my curry is ready. Okay. There are too many plates in here. That is hot. Ah. Leftover curry. How is it? Is it hot in the middle? That's my question. Oh. Mm. Still cold. I'll give it another 5 minutes at low power to let the heat go to the middle. Oh, cake. Shit. Time for cake. Hey. Hey. Let that cool down. I am going to need another cake. And I am going to need another cake, another plate. Burning myself. Oh no. The side of the cake. There we go. Fixed it. Good cake. Good sponginess. Like, I don't know how, but the cake always works, even if it's an utter nightmare making it.
You're right. I'm so sorry, sir. I will. I will this. I'm going to get some questions from you. If you're hired.
Anyway, is the curry edible now? Right. Is it hot in the middle? No. Okay.
Those things, they are all experiences.
Just mix it a bit.
Sorry.
Give it a few more minutes.
Just running all down, etc. It's just things like that that get me down. It's difficult. You're a good therapist. Best therapist. The only therapist who stands throughout the session. I feel that rage.
Just want to eat curry, man.
We all feel in a rage. Some more frequently than others. Just a small thing. Why are you laughing? Never dropped.
One, two, three. Yeah, that's going to need fixing. Bit of icing. Yeah, that's definitely going to have to be the bottom piece.
Tell me, James, there's most people, those people would have seen their own soldiers and it's because people as a boy growing up, I knew that my mom said, I knew that from what age you knew that, from the regular, like 12, 13, again, good intense. This is a little conversation. But I couldn't do it. I knew, I could feel that they hadn't dropped. And so I couldn't look down. And I didn't look down from the age of 0 to 12. No, not even 0 to 12, 12 to 50, the age I said previous. I won't do it. James, at this stage.
You think the cake is delicious? It is delicious. It is a very good cake. Like, we have this piece. Now we have that piece, which I won't pick up right now because it's still hot and it will fall apart. We will let it cool down and then I'll do some interesting plate flipping to get it the right way up.
Jacob. From out at sea, Jack. From far out at sea. Beyond the horizon. It's bending around the horizon. That's all we need to get to the bottom. You mean we're going back out into the ocean? Afraid so, Jack. Step into the dinghy. Rose, be doing done. 7 seas. I'm afraid. There's an 8. I never told you about. Where is it? Right here. You mean I've been staring at this whole time? That's right. And that light is mysterious. Inviting. It's like staring into possibility. All road. Yes. Much better to go horizontally. Accelerating towards the line with me. Sailing towards mysterious light. Even though you promised me we're done with seas, and now I know there's an 8th sea, which you never told me about. We've been married for 20 years. Jack, you should have known that. It's never done this. Once you've tasted it. It's not good for you. Well, it's you've turned that salty water, you have to keep going back for more. Dehydrated my sorry, I have beans for lunch. Yes, the soldier said I'm a school.
Is it hot in the middle? Yes or no? Please, for the love of God, say yes.
It's not as sad as a car.
Damn it.
You don't have to do anything. I could just speak my leg and go in special level. Shit.
That's going to take a while to cool down.
2 seconds ago, do exactly what you were doing whilst calling 911. It seems like our leg is what did they say? I'm bleeding, mister.
Yes, hold on 1 second. Should we put me through to 911?
Yeah, if you come. Yeah. The only ambulance. We from a flight there with Days later. Yes. Why is there a jet gun? You're trying to download the button. Oh, good. I can feel it. It's a bit tough.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna save all these children. Nobody found the boy. Your father away. Please don't hurt these kids.
I'm running out of kitchen. I'm running out of kitchen.
There's a lot of these days. This managed the way this works, they will start seeing you can move them in any which way you like. So let's get a physical activity for these kids to do. Comes the most accurate representation. They don't think this procedure will work. As we can see, this solitary diversion. Today is the day. We're gonna take this. You've changed my mind. I know this one. That baby. You're saying
Nope. Right. If the curry isn't hot in the centre now, it's going to have to be set on fire next. I do not see an alternative. It's had a combined 15 minutes at full power. Is the curry hot in the center? Please say yes. Hooray! Edible curry. Right, chair. What am I doing? I don't need a chair. To anyone just joining, I'm waiting for the cake to cool down and I'm eating food instead while I wait. Anyway.
In this, Henry asked me he is going to have to guess who his guests are. Three guests at his party. They each have unusual.
Do you know what would make this better? Not having a toothache.
AJ, can I get a? It's packed into an Amazon box. Interesting. I like it so much. Oh, I like that as well. It's slowly being crossed into an Amazon box. Yeah. Now, can I get a? What do you like? A character to become? Maybe it's a fictional character. Maybe it's another process. What have we got? Let's go on for Tom. You're breaking in, brilliant. Brilliant. Right, let me put in put out some crisps, sprinkles, and shove into a bowl. Sounds like some sort of bird arriving. Okay. Hi. See you. Thanks for coming. I really need this, man. Okay, go. Yes. Okay. Yes. Sorry, you seem a bit down. Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. You're not doing it anymore? The thing that you were doing previously? That's not anymore. No. These eggs. Got a little bit in there. It's nice and spicy. It's good. You like a spicy egg? Yeah, there's a egg when I don't quite remember.
I don't fit.
Absolutely, I love some.
Yeah, okay. It's great to see you, man, with neck twitch while fulfilling his objective.
It's been a while. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers. Give me a cheers.
Cheers.
There we go.
So, how's the wife? Very well. You should have the mouth in your chest.
You know, I keep running my mouth. That's sort of my problem. And so just keep running it. But yeah, it's been a tough time for me. It's been a tough time, but we're here. We're here to celebrate a party, right?
Absolutely right. Yeah.
We're here to celebrate and have a good time.
I just feel so crushed. I've been working there for literally thousands of years. And I just think, you've been fine, obviously. Yes. I realized I just feel dominated. I feel like my soul is on fire. Are you ready?
So yeah, put some music on, have a dance.
Yeah, sure. Are you slowly turning into a bird? What is it? It's not smaller than when he arrived. It's shrinking everything to him through the sea. It's returning back into the pieces.
I mean, such a good time.
Who's that guy? What's he doing? Is he a thief? Oh. What do they do? They steal stuff for before they steal it. Look at it. If they're outside your house, they have to break in. Spicy eggs. Spicy eggs. What are you doing? I saw you kill the man. I found you can get anything in Amazon. You've got here. Explain exactly what you've got here. You have a baby Jeff Bezos. It's not delivered, so it's insult. He's been delivered by a store. He's a baby in the box. Oh, I can't believe you said before. He's an Amazon delivered person. I really can't get me with no like talk. I started at smaller. Now he's that. And now he's shrunk. He's not the same size to me. He's in pain. Why? He is. Yeah, just like me. I lost my job. He's crushed. So what's happened to him? He's been crushed. Into what? Into an Amazon delivery box. Angry and scared and worried. It's not like taking right back to the job. You're the devil and you've just been fired. Thank you. Well, so my managed introduction from a company called Mischief, and we have a couple of shows this year. We've got a show called Comedy About Spies. That's coming to the Adelphi Theatre over the summer. Very excited about that little event. And also we have Christmas Carol Goes Wrong, which is an American theatre company taking Christmas Carol with free productions of that. You can see that all around the world. That's in Australia over Christmas, in the entire theatre, and also the West End. If you're watching that, all that link below this video.
The cake is still cooling down, just in case anyone's wondering why I'm sat here watching stuff, eating. I'm waiting for the cake. Okay. Cake. We'll start by cutting around the edge. Okay, now we'll go a bit deeper. Did I forget to grease it again? I think I forgot to grease it. Oh dear. How's it taste? It's good. Ow. Just ow. Doesn't matter. Right. First of all, flip it over. And then gently eat the crumbs. Hey, you are supposed to be there. Okay. 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 Okay, okay, okay. Put that piece back, please. So, we have a cake. Now, it needs icing. Oh, for crying out loud. This piece does not want to stay stuck. Yeah, I'll clear up the mess later. Move this out of the way. First of all, okay. Second of all, icing. Actually, I don't think I made too much at all. This looks fine. Right, then we spread it all around the edge. Pieces will start to fall off. Good. That's what we want. Cool. Now we grab a spoon. Hey, you're falling off a bit too fast. Okay, bit of a disaster. Yeah, this icing is not sticking to this cake at all. What the hell? Oh, fuck. Hmm. Um, the icing is not sticking to this cake. Yeah, okay. The icing's a complete failure. Well, there's the cake. The icing has not stuck down at all. Oops. It is very thin icing, very creamy. Still, it tastes good, and I'm sure it'll slice good. But first of all, it needs to go in the fridge for a few hours so the icing can thicken up a little. Regardless, that's the end of the stream. Bit of a long one, bit of an eventful one, but it's over. And the result is cake, which I will enjoy later tonight and tomorrow and for the rest of the following week. Just make some room in my fridge. Be careful not to drop the damn thing. Well, guys and gals, I'm off. See ya. Thanks for being here.